Don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
For the Unified Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing the officials. First, the ringside representative for the International Boxing Federation, Daryl Peoples of New Jersey. Working in that same capacity for the IBC is Harry Mesho. Your judges for this World Championship Unification match are Deborah Barnes of Holmdel, New Jersey, Larry Doggett of Hampton, Virginia, and Gary Wolf from Parkersburg, West Virginia. And your referee tonight, working his 5th world title fight for Morgantown, West Virginia, introducing the capable Dave Johnson. Introducing the principals. In the red corner, wearing the red and gold trunks, weighing 134 3/4 pounds. A native of Kolding, Denmark. This young man has an outstanding record of 43 wins, 1 loss, and 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the IBC World Lightweight Champion, Menace. Holbaek. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the black and gold trunks, weighing an even 135 pounds. This young man is from Pittsburgh, PA. He is undefeated and 35 professional fights with 14 knockouts. Tonight, he defends the IBF title for the 7th time, presenting the IBF Lightweight Champion of the World, the Pittsburgh Kid, Paul Spadafora.
Look real good here. You got your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to watch your heads and obey my commands at all times. You got any questions over here, Paul? How about you, Dennis? Touch him up, baby. Let's give him a good fight.
This will be Dennis Holbaek's first fight in 18 months. He says he's not concerned about any rust. We shall see. Paul Spadafora says he had one of the best camps ever. Trained 3 months. Ulcer problem set him back a couple of months ago, but he said he's over that. Trained 3 months, is in great shape, made 135 easily, and he believes we will see an energized Paul Spadafora tonight against Dennis Holbaek. We're underway. The first of a possible 12 for a lightweight unification bout between Spadafora and Holbaek.
Holbaek has been training to fight a lefty. He says he thinks the straight right hand is the ticket. Of course, you need to keep your left foot outside the right foot of a southpaw as you look at that, and there is Holbaek doing exactly that. You need to try to move to your left. The double left hook, I think, is also a great weapon. Whether Holbaek really has that in his arsenal remains to be seen. For Spadafora, his trainer Jesse Reed said a key is that frequently in between fights he blows up to 160 or 170. He didn't do that before this fight, and it was easier to get him to the 135 limit.
Part of the reason he didn't do it is because of the ulcers.
Exactly, and he changed his diet.
So he was forced to change his diet. Paul loves to eat, loves the hot peppers, the hot sauce, the hot food. Said he had to back off on that, and that really helped him keep his weight in check.
There's some pretty good food in this region of the country, so I don't blame him. And we've been sampling it the last couple of days. Holbaek is obviously trying to push this fight and make it. Although many people thought of him as a counterpuncher, he's coming to Paul Spadafora
Well, Spadafora said if Holbaek brings the fight to him, that's exactly what he wants. He's playing right into his hands. If you are slicker than Paul Spadafora, you will see some pretty interesting moves inside the ring. Very good with his feet.
Got great defensive skills. He's very tough to hit. Paul Spadafora puts combinations together pretty well also.
The knock on Spadafora. We haven't seen a lot of power, only 14 knockouts. He says he's not going to get caught up in trying to be somebody he is not. At the same time, he says he feels great, but we should see a fighter who does a decent job of finishing.
There may be a little blood around where the eyes are there that's Holbaek. I can't tell for sure. We'll have to check it in between rounds. It's just a red area. Red, the operative color here. Trunks, gloves, advertisements, and even a little around the eye.
Holbaek lunging in.
Certainly an inconclusive round one. But maybe one that Holbaek could lay claim to because he's thrown more punches. I don't know. And if this is the way this fight goes, scoring it will not be easy. The right eye, I thought had something on it, but I think it was just a red mark, so perhaps no cuts.
Yeah, you hold that. Skal nu is, hvor er isbruset hen? Put den op bagved hans nakke. Okay. Gør det med luft. Gør det med luft. Det er vigtigt. Træk nu ordentligt luft. Ja.
Although Tim Witherspoon is in that corner, he will not be speaking Danish. That will be Iver
But listen, you can do a lot more than that. Just let your body build up. Feel good in there. Just feel good in there and get that right hand working and touch him in the body. Touch him anywhere you can hit him. Just keep hitting. Keep your eyes focused. You look real good. Here we go. Anthony, here comes the bell ring.
Spadafora's last fight was a decision victory over Angel Man Freddy. Spadafora can make fighters look really bad because he is difficult to hit. He pretty much dominated that fight. But he told us he didn't see the real Paul Spadafora that fight. He said he was overweight when he started camp, then had to train for 17 weeks, which is really too long. And on the day of the weigh-in, he still was overweight. Had to sit in the steam room for a couple hours to make weight. So he said he was zapped at that fight, and when there were opportunities to open up, he didn't fully take advantage of them, but he says we will see that tonight.
Dennis Holbaek, who has only one loss in his pro career to Boris Sinitsyn, a Russian fighter, was stopped in the third, would revenge that loss. Had a rib injury. Probably shouldn't have been fighting, but he did avenge it. He says in this fight he wants to go to the body as much as he can early to slow Spadafora down, but not much lateral movement from Spadafora so far in this fight anyway. Both men right in front of each other.
The Sinitsyn fight, Holbaek was knocked out early. Said it was the only time he's been knocked down. Said he just wasn't prepared.
And Spadafora has been down twice in his career to a man you saw earlier in this fight card. In fact, in our last fight, Victoriano Sosa. Left hand getting in by Holbaek. Neither man has found anything offensively that will work on a continual basis. Holbaek throwing the left hook, but if you throw it against the lefty, you better step to your left when you do it. And the most effective thing to do is begin throwing it to the body before you throw it to the head.
There you see the quickness of Spadafora gets in with the left hand. Holbaek doing a good job, though, of picking his shots, moving forward, and once he reaches Spadafora, letting his hands go.
Remember, an 18-month layoff for Holbaek. But when you are facing a guy who's not a huge puncher, you can afford some lapses early in the fight, and you know it's not going to be lights out, and that's the case against a guy like that. looking to land that straight left, has missed with it most often. He hasn't got his jab really on track yet.
Straight left hand from Spadafora.
Right. Let me have it.
Holbaek comes through with the right cross to end the second.
Well, if Dennis Holbaek needed a confidence builder, he may have gotten it right at the end of that round when he was able to get that right hand in. It was about as good a punch as he's thrown in this
That's
fight.
from him. Got him a luft.
Right into it. I want you to be a little busier. Busier with your hands. Your feet and be loose. Don't worry about what he's got. Don't worry about what he's got. That's
Dennis
your shit,
Holbaek
though.
has been the aggressor by and large. Not landing everything clearly, but he is moving forward. And then at the end of the round, that was the straight right hand that got in right on the chin of Paul Spadafora.
Okay. Yeah, got.
Couple of points Spadafora made to us as we start the third of a possible 12 in this lightweight unification bout. Is that he felt Holbaek will not commit to the body. He doesn't throw a whole lot in volume, and he just comes in, throws quick 1-2s, and then gets out, and then that's where he'll be able to counter meeting Spadafora. But so far, Holbaek has done a pretty good job once he gets in close.
And things may change, but so far Spadafora hasn't been as sharp with his punches as on other occasions, and I'm sure as he would like to be. Not getting off in boxing moments as well as he might.
Dips with a right uppercut there in the midsection of Dennis Holbaek.
Holbaek missing with that left hook after Spadafora starts the sequence. A very tentative beginning really for both fighters.
Holbaek lunging in.
Jesse Reed feels that Spadafora is a multi-dimensional fighter, that, you know, he can give you many, many different looks. Explained that, I thought, in eloquent terms to us today, that when he's at his best, he can change rhythms, he can go inside or outside, and do a lot of different things to disrupt the fighter. Tonight, however, in truth, so far, it's been more of a one-dimensional performance. He has not really shown Dennis Holbaek that many different looks, not as much lateral movement, also not even different rhythms.
He enjoys the height advantage. Spadafora enjoys the reach advantage.
Get up.
Not fully taking advantage of it yet. But we talked about this with him yesterday, and he said, look, it could be a chess match. Both fighters like to counterpunch.
Now Spadafora is getting a little more creative in the punches he's throwing, mixing in some hooks, some uppercuts, and the straight left hand, and having a little bit more success with it. And Holbaek coming straight forward, not changing really. Holbaek is a young man with many varied interests who drives race cars for enjoyment. His dad has a racing team, and he said, I like the adrenaline rush because we just like boxing.
Tactical beginning as we close through the third round.
That was a better round, much better. You're starting to put your hands together. Keep working your hands. Don't forget your jab, but be busy. You be the boss. Don't worry about what he's got. He ain't got shit. Keep them hands working, all right? You look real good that round. A little bit busier now. I want everything off every move. Be. Bing! Just let him keep seeing them hands and keep moving them. Bing! Bing! Just keep him on the end of your punches.
Keep your hands.
Showcase, get that rhythm going and get those hands moving. All right? That was a better round. I want more punches. More. All right,
more jabs for me, please. Jab, get your distance.
more punches. Keep them busy and you're the boss. You hear me?
Dennis Holbaek fighting in the United States for the first time in his career. Certainly, though, does not appear to be intimidating. He's fought several southpaws. He's a former European champion. Comes from a boxing family. His father and both brothers all boxed as amateurs.
His most memorable fight was a win over Tom Whitney Johnson, former featherweight champion. Also beat a pretty slick fighter, Eddie Croft, from America. Holbaek in the last round started to try and crank up that left hook and just missed with it by a little bit. It's a punch he would want to throw more of, I think, if he can get in better position to do it. Spadafora is getting a little busier, as Jesse Reed suggested he was in the last round, and urged him to do more so in this round.
Right counter from Dennis Holbaek lands flush.
You know, just as I suggested that Sosa in the last fight was a little surprised at Lamar Murphy's hand speed, I think so too is Paul Spadafora. I think Holbaek has pretty good hand speed. Maybe a little better than Spadafora. There's a quick right hand getting in by Holbaek. Another jab was Spadafora becoming a really big weapon in this fight.
Loosening up 4 in a row. We still have not seen the effective slipping that we're used to seeing from Spadafora. Holbaek doing a pretty good job of tying him up once he gets to him. When Spadafora's at his best, he's pretty difficult to wrap up. Holbaek lunging through with a 4-punch combination.
Well, the left hook that Holbaek landed, significant. He's been going to that punch a little bit more.
Holbaek determined not to be muscled around in the ring. Confidence can be a boxer's friend, big time.
And certainly in this first fight,
Dennis Holbaek and Spadafora momentarily stunned.
and there's a big bruise under the right eye of Spadafora.
Dennis Holbaek opening the attack at the end of the 4th round.
It's not cut.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
You got a little butt or something
You
there.
got it, Jeff. It's nothing. It's nothing at all.
It's underneath the eye. Listen, you know what that's for? You're looking at him and waiting to see what's going on. You don't need to. It's nothing, Doc. It's nothing.
It's nothing. It's under the eye, Doc. It's nothing at all, baby.
I'll take care of it next round. I just stop it right now. Now look at me. Be the boss and walk this guy down. All right, and inside, start popping him. Let me see your eye. It's the 5th round. Sharp. Don't worry about how you look. Get in there and start walking this guy
Here
down.
is where Dennis Holbaek lands a good left hook. I think that's where the cut came from, not a butt. But here's where a right hand stuns Paul Spadafora. Kind of an overhand right, not a straight punch, but it really got to Spadafora. Oh, yeah, it nailed him pretty good.
Looping short right that hit flush from Holbaek.
But there are now many moments of intrigue ahead for Paul Spadafora. While that cut underneath his right eye is not probably the kind that would stop a fight, it's a pretty deep cut. And, of course, the right him that Dennis Holbaek has a little power.
You better believe that Dennis Holbaek will be zeroing in on that cut under the right eye.
And in truth, Paul Spadafora didn't seem like the most confident fighter in his corner in that last round. Asking what round it was, and I don't know, maybe Holbaek has put some seeds of doubt in his mind.
Paul Spadafora has won some very close decisions. 2.5 years ago, he beat Michael Griffith in a very controversial decision. We mentioned Victoriano Sosa. That victory was also controversial. Knockdown fight in the third round.
Should point out that one not in this area. That one was up in upstate New York.
The Griffith fight was in Pittsburgh.
Good combination a moment ago. There's the right hand getting it.
Doing a nice job, Dennis Holbaek, on top of the short, strong right hand.
Paul Spadafora has been more active in this competition. From that standpoint, that's part of what Jesse Reed wants to see. But I don't know how effective all those punches have been. They trade hooks. Another round in which the pace is not torrid, and another tough round to score.
Holbaek plunging out towards that cut under the right eye with a quick jab. Crowd trying to energize Paul Spadafora.
The left hook's getting in by Holbaek. They're not huge, but they're getting it. There's good work on that cutter over Spadafora's eye. His cheekbone.
Paul Spadafora more active in the 5th round, but Dennis Holbaek throwing the harder punches.
Dennis Holbaek is finishing every combination with a left hook, and that is essential against the southpaw.
Dejligt. Sådan skal det være. Sådan skal det være. Godt ind med luft, godt ind med luft. Godt ind med luft. You're going to take him when you're ready. I know that.
He's mean. I mean, walking and popping it. I ain't bringing him up. Bringing him up.
Hey, Dave.
Bust this guy in.
Dave. Hey, Dave.
Watch the head.
Tell him to watch his head on the inside.
All right.
Tell this kid to watch his head on the inside, baby.
All right.
Dennis
then your head will
Holbaek
move
has
too.
varied
Keep
his
pointing
attack,
short.
has also gone to the body. There was a nice right hand downstairs. Of course, he wanted to go to the body early in this fight. He said that. There again, that one was blocked by the arm of Spadafora, but you can see his commitment to body work.
Go to work, knock this guy down. Come on.
Former heavyweight champ Tim Witherspoon in Dennis Holbaek's corner, and you could hear him there saying, look, you got to beat the champion up. You got to knock him down to win. And in Spadafora's corner, they wanted to get the attention of referee Dave Johnson, telling him, watch Dennis Holbaek's head. He's lunging in. That's been his game plan. They believe that his head is the biggest attack more often than his fists.
You know, there's a subtext to this fight, and that is the Philadelphia-Pittsburgh subtext. Tim Witherspoon's from Philadelphia. Holbaek trained in Philadelphia, exalted the, talked about the city and how great it was. And of course, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia do have a little bit of rivalry. But I don't think the last thing I think any Philadelphia boxing fan thought that they would have their banner carried against a Pittsburgh fighter by a fighter from Denver. Now that combination missed by Dennis Holbaek, but it set the tone for the way he's fighting here right now. Spadafora is having a very hard time hitting him. Whatever the reason, whether he just isn't sharp tonight, whether Holbaek's defensive skills are just a little better than anticipated, I don't know, but it's been very tough for Spadafora to be accurate.
He is doing a better job, though, in this round of using his jab to set up his left hand.
Again, trying to get Paul Spadafora into it. They've been silent, and part of the reason is because they haven't had that much to cheer about. Spadafora has been 12 rounds 6 times, he's been 10 rounds 6 times, he's been the 11th one time, and 9 of his last 11 fights have gone the distance. So what you're seeing is not an aberration, it is the norm for Paul Spadafora for these fights to head into the later rounds, which this one shows us every intention of doing.
Spadafora not a big knockout guy.
Oh wow, good left hook by Holbaek.
Certainly rocks Spadafora. Spadafora, his end will beat you with points. Usually a good defensive fighter, but as you mentioned now, has not quite figured out how to get to Dennis Holbaek and more importantly, how to stay away.
You'll get another left hook lands by Holbaek. Very close round, this 5th round.
Yes, let's go, baby. All right, baby, let's get back. Every round, it's starting to come now, baby. It's around. This is the 7th round coming up.
Paul, beautiful round. A little busier with your hands.
Right.
I got the eye.
Round 7 coming up.
Gotta work. That's what catches the judge's eyes. See, that 10 seconds is fucking important.
You hear the 10 seconds, go off on him, okay?
We look at some action from the last round. It is Holbaek throwing a nice combination, a straight right hand, then a left hook to the head of Spadafora, an unconventional combination to start with the right, then throw the left. But if you're fighting a left-hander and you finish with the left hook and every combination, you're doing well.
We're midway through this lightweight unification bout between Paul Spadafora and Dennis Holbaek. It certainly is very close.
Jesse Reed said to us, I don't know how many times we can go to the weight, go up in weight, down in weight, and get to 135. They didn't do that this time, but you almost got the feeling it was foreshadowing of things to come. We just didn't know it might come tonight, and that's not to suggest that Paul Spadafora is going to lose this fight or that he's going to be controlled, but he is not giving a great performance. This is not a vintage Paul Spadafora performance, at least to this point.
Give Holbaek credit. He is a seasoned veteran. Fighting almost 8.5 years, 44 fights. He's been around for a while.
And at 29, he's showing us that he has some good skills. He's not a bad fighter. We never know when fighters come over from Europe or sometimes from South America. They're ready. Good hook.
That's right. We just haven't seen a whole lot of them.
But clearly he's showing us that he's got some skills. He's got some toughness.
Get away, get away, get away.
And really, you can't, against Paul Spadafora, you never can really show your true wares because he's a lefty, he's very difficult to fight. Good straight left by Paul. There's the combinations finally from Spadafora. Neither man is a huge puncher. And so even though both have, especially Holbaek, have landed some good punches, only once, the one right hand that Holbaek landed, did it really stun his opponent.
But from a judge's perspective, does Holbaek get more credit because he seems to be forcing the action? When you see Holbaek, just like right there, when he commits, he seems to be throwing harder punches than what Spadafora counters.
That's probably true, and maybe an equally as important, his punches in general are landing better.
There's another good straight left by Paul Spadafora.
Oh, there's the hook. But Holbaek has been thrown from time to time. It's a punch Sosa landed to hurt Spadafora. Of course, it's always a big one against the lefty. And from time to time, Spadafora will leave himself open for that punch.
Dennis Holbaek is going to be around, not going anywhere. 7 rounds are in the books.
Layoff Schmayoff, huh?
Men du går for lang tid, du laver nu. Alt for lang tid. Nu skal du tage dig sammen nu. Du må ikke gå så lang tid. Sæt flere stød sammen også.
It's his dad spraying the water on him. And using the end swell.
Du må ikke stå, lige når du laver noget dejligt, du står og kigger på ham. Fanden kigger du på ham efter? Step in bare, så.
And one of the stories in the other corner is a man who was the former heavyweight champion of the world, Tim Witherspoon, and there he is in the Holbaek corner. Occasionally he'll offer some, if not advice, some encouragement to Dennis Holbaek. In the last round, Spadafora landed 2 excellent right hooks, and they want more of that from him. When he's gotten his punches off, he's been effective, especially when he throws in combination.
Dave Johnson sends Dennis Holbaek to the neutral corner while they take care of some tape problems. Paul Spadafora's left glove.
The little nick underneath the right eye of the cheekbone of Spadafora has not gotten appreciably worse, and it's not traditionally the kind of cut that would stop the fight.
Jesse Reed's done a good job on that cut. Nice straight left lead by Spadafora.
Holbaek has been a difficult target for Spadafora. There's some good body work.
Let go, get out,
Let's see much of that from Paul.
When Holbaek throws, you'll see 2 or 3, sometimes 4 punches. When Spadafora throws, a jab here, a jab there, maybe a 1-2. The biggest difference so far to me is that Spadafora is throwing 1-2 punches. There's a combination of a 5-punch combination, and the crowd, of course, responds.
And that is more typically what we expect from Spadafora. One of his hallmarks is that he does punch in combination and will put his punches together. It's part of what makes him an interesting fighter to watch when he's fighting well. You don't have to be knocking people out necessarily to be interesting if you throw a lot of punches. He's been a very interesting fighter because of that. This is a round in which Spadafora is now starting to get off better with his punches, throwing body shots as he did with that right hand. And Holbaek's having a little more trouble landing offensively. Subtle shift in this fight right now.
Based on what you're seeing tonight, is Spadafora ready for Mayweather?
Well, this is not the kind of performance that you want to have against the Mayweather. It's not as sharp as he'd like to be. There's a good straight left hand. And now also showing some movement, some angles to Holbaek. So this is now a Paul Spadafora that we are more accustomed to seeing.
Definitely Paul Spadafora around. One of the things Holbaek is going to have to realize is that anytime Spadafora puts together any sort of combination, the crowd is going to react. And that could have an effect on the judges.
This has probably been Spadafora's best round of the fight. And of course there are 4 more to go, so he's in a position where clearly if he were to continue on this track, he could get the job done. Spadafora's corner over this.
Beautiful round.
Beautiful round.
You hear me?
Look at that ice bag, Tom.
Dig that body. Listen, when he wants to grab you, I want you to dig that body.
All right. Beautiful round. Up and down, baby. Up and down.
All right.
Water.
Paul, now that's how to fight.
That's right.
You're the boss. You are the boss. I want to back this guy up and run him out of here. You hear me? He wants to come in and grab you. I want both hands in that gut. And then you come back to the head.
That's right. Combination. That's right. Up and down, baby. Up and down.
This thing is nothing. Not a problem at all.
Not at all. Not a bass on my hand.
A good round for Paul Spadafora, his best probably of the fight. And he ripped the body and then came back up to the head. And you see him throwing lots of punches and keeping Holbaek at bay. Not allowing Holbaek to just walk in.
Showcase and you dig that belly right out. You hear me?
All right, Paul Spadafora, we'll see if he can capitalize on the work that he just completed in the 8th round.
This is fascinating when you look at fights. If you look at Menace Holbaek, his style, you might look at him and think of him against the Victoriano Sosa and say, oh boy, Sosa might be the favorite in that fight. But yet here's Holbaek against Paul Spadafora doing very, very well in this fight. A guy that, of course, Sosa lost a very close decision to. So it's all about styles.
Holbaek sticking to the game plan. Try to guard in and get inside when you can, and then get out. Nice left counter by Spadafora.
As we head into these later rounds, Holbaek has been 12 rounds 4 times, so he's used to that distance as well. Good body work by Spadafora. Those were committed to. There again, he is really starting to set down those punches. That is good work by Spadafora, and it's having an impact on Menace Holbaek. He's doing what Jesse Reed wanted to. He is walking him down and pushing him back.
I haven't seen a whole lot of that in the fight. That's body work for the fight from Spadafora.
And there's the jab that has been missing also from the Spadafora. So here later in this fight, Spadafora is making his bid.
He's resilient if nothing else. Paul Spadafora has been in some close ones down the stretch, and he's always found a way to win.
Yeah, he knows how to win, and that's a talent, especially in boxing. We can call them bigger fighters that just know how to win, and they get it done. And for the first time, Dennis Holbaek is having some problems. He really is facing hand speed that's giving him issues and having a hard time landing, although he did get that left hook in. And why is all this happening? Because Spadafora is getting off first, using his jab, and throwing combinations. All of what you would expect to make another one. Very strong. Great round for Spadafora, as was the weight.
Paul Spadafora putting together solid back-to-back rounds here in the later going of this lightweight unification bout.
He's making Holbaek come to him, which he did early in the fight, and it's all the difference, making all the difference.
Now you're talking.
That's you, baby.
Right. Now we're seeing a fighter. Now we're seeing a fighter. All right, listen to me. Look at me, son, and listen to me good. You go to that body with those good shots. You come right back up to that P. Right back up to it. All right? You're showcasing now. You lean inside, I want them shots up the middle.
That's right.
You hear me?
Paul, he's gonna start coming now because he's losing. Start fucking picking.
Bust him up. Bust him up.
He wants to puke when you hit him in the body. Listen, he's ready to quit after a couple of body shots, brother.
That was a beautiful round. I want
really
another.
graphic in the corner, but you get the idea. Here's Paul Spadafora doing the body work that they so gently referred to, and he is mixing that with a really an effective jab, a good straight right jab. And it's what they wanted from the beginning. And Holbaek dabbing his right eye, which has a little red spot on it. There are definitely seeds of doubt in Dennis Holbaek. And for the first time, it looks like Paul Spadafora is enjoying what he's doing in there.
Spadafora certainly no stranger to rounds 10, 11, and 12. 8 of his last 9 have gone the distance. And the fight that he won in TKO fashion against Renato Cornet during that span came in the 11th round. So Spadafora knows how to fight in the latter portion of contest.
Also more head movement from Spadafora now. Right. Instead of just standing like a statue, he's doing earlier. He's feinting, he's getting just enough lateral movement. This is what he does. For some reason, whether he wasn't energized coming into this ring or whether his focus wasn't quite there, he wasn't doing the things that he normally does. He's been doing the last several rounds.
Well, it's almost as if in the opening round of the fight, he wanted to get a good read on what Holbaek was going to do. Holbaek trying to get back in it.
And of course, Dennis Holbaek facing the issue of can he win a decision if it's a very close fight.
In the champion's backyard.
Yeah, coming from another country and all the rest that goes with it. But certainly it's a fairly close fight in my opinion. And the last couple rounds have been very good. And this one too for Paul Spadafora. But Spadafora is starting to put his stamp on this match. Much to the delight of Jesse Reed, as we heard in the corner. And Holbaek also throwing fewer punches now. Much less than before.
If you're Dennis Holbaek, what do you do to get back in it?
Well, one thing you do is counter rights like that. The other thing I think he should be doing is stepping to his left and trying to crank those left hooks. He was effective with those punches earlier. He's not throwing it now. See? Left hook. It should throw it to the body first and then throw it to the head. But he lacks, I think, a game plan right now, Dennis Holbaek. See, through the hook, it opened up the right hand. He's also not getting his left foot outside the right foot of Spadafora enough. He's leaving himself right in the wheelhouse of Spadafora.
His right hand hook challenge. Spadafora getting more comfortable. Holbaek trying to regain the momentum. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Three straight excellent rounds for Spadafora, just when he really needed it.
Waiting a little too much in that round. I want you a little busier. Look, you're trying to punch too far away. And the reason why you're waiting for him to do something, and he's not going to do anything. You got to make him fight, all right?
Got him in luft, Sam. Got him in luft. Giv ham lidt af de kolde jern på hans. Giv ham lidt koldt på sin tænding.
Well, the jabs by Spadafora are certainly impressive. Holbaek doing the right thing, kind of trying to counter with the right hand and getting it in. He had been hit repeatedly with the Spadafora jab.
Order content. Order, Burley.
Round 11, the first of 2 championship rounds of this unification bout between Paul Spadafora and Dennis Holbaek. Holbaek reaches up, rocks Spadafora with the right hand. Holbaek trying to find a way to regain the momentum, the effectiveness that he had earlier in the fight. Nice straight left by Paul Spadafora. For the first time, Holbaek charged in, but Spadafora finished off the round. Nice combination.
is fascinating that this fight has really been two different fights. We're about the 7th round on. Spadafora has, especially the 8th, he has been energized. He has fought a fight much more in keeping with what we thought he would fight. Using the jab, working the body, giving just enough lateral movement to Holbaek, and throwing combinations, which is really what he does.
Blood coming down the right side of Paul Spadafora's face, still being cut. He's up earlier in the fight. It doesn't appear to be the bad spot.
Good counter right hook by Spadafora a moment ago. And that's what Holbaek's been facing in the last 4 or 5 rounds that he wasn't facing earlier in the fight. He was able to just kind of walk in and wasn't hit with too many big counter punches, and so he didn't have to be concerned about coming in. And I believe it's been a very clean fight. They were concerned about the head of Holbaek earlier, but I think both fighters fought a very clean fight.
When southpaw is beating a conventional fighter, you're always going to issues.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very difficult. And I also think that referee Dave Johnson has done a very good job. He's not been overly active, but he stepped in when he needed to.
Dennis Holbaek certainly coming as advertised. A tough veteran with plenty of experience. Probably a little bit better of a fighter than Paul Spadafora expected, which is making this fight very close. With 1 fight left. He is Dennis the Menace, no doubt about that.
Right hand gets in by Holbaek.
Thanks to Franco producer for that note.
Franco coming up with that little gem, as he often does. By the way, it's a pleasure to work with him, and a pleasure to work with you, our first time ever.
I'm in awe, Al. Working with my idol.
Oh, it's been oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a lot of fun.
What wrong now?
All he's doing is trying to survive. Paul, look at me. All he's trying to do is survive. Let him know why he's going to get his ass kicked. Now, come on. 1 round to go.
Numero selle selv nu, Dennis.
My face. On his face. He wants it on his face. Put it on top of his head. Put it over top of his head. Right, start put your combination.
Skal selv nu. Er det i orden? Sidste omgang.
The 12th and final round of this lightweight unification bout. Dennis Holbaek in the red trunks. Paul Spadafora in the Pittsburgh Steelers colors, black and gold.
And you know, the reason Paul Spadafora will probably win this fight unless he loses the celebrity, or loses it badly, is he's won 4 straight rounds. That means 1 through 7, Holbaek would have been ahead by 4 rounds, 3 or 4. I doubt that was the case. While he might have been a slight edge on some scorecards, it's hard to believe he would have been 4 rounds ahead. The last 4 rounds have been so clearly controlled by Spadafora. That's a pretty strong effort, and you can win 4 straight rounds in a 12-round fight. It gives you a very good chance to win it.
You Holbaek this. He has made it difficult for Spadafora to look good. To look really good.
Yeah, it was, especially early in the fight. And I think a lot of that had to do with Paul. I really do. Even though Holbaek was technically proficient and has shown grittiness throughout, Spadafora didn't do the things that he normally does. And I think it gave Holbaek a chance.
Good job. Another point, I'm not sure that Dennis Holbaek has ever felt hurt on any of the punches that he's received from Spadafora, but that's Spadafora's game.
Yeah, I don't think a good double right hook by Spadafora. That's the kind of stuff that you normally see from him. Yeah, I don't think Spadafora's hurt him badly. I think he stunned him a couple times, or at least made him feel a couple of shots, so that Holbaek couldn't just walk in. So a lot at stake here for Holbaek as he desperately tries to turn this around and win a title. He's only got a little over a minute to do it, and this round also hasn't been too good for him. 29-year-old who, for an 18-month layoff, coming into a strange place, against the left-handed champion has fought well.
The chess match has been interesting nonetheless.
Especially the last 4 or 5 rounds.
Sure.
Since Spadafora's kicked it up a notch or two.
It's been a tale of 2 fights. Paul Spadafora trying to figure out Dennis Holbaek throughout the first half. And then Dennis Holbaek trying to regain the momentum he had earlier. And he lands 2 big right hands there, but Paul digs in and lets his hands go to the body as well.
Well, Paul Spadafora has been a nice exclamation point in this fight in the last 5 rounds. And nice, I think, is just the way to put it. He came back to fight more in keeping with what we are used to seeing in Paul Spadafora. And Dennis Holbaek battling to the end, trying to make something happen. There they bang heads a couple times.
No major surprises here. The fight goes the difference between Holbaek and Spadafora. It'll be interesting to see how the judges have it, but Spadafora looked much better in the second half of the fight than in the first half.
I thought Paul Spadafora won the last 5 rounds of this fight. And as a result of that, it'd be very, very difficult to imagine Holbaek getting the decision. Though I think Holbaek did win some early rounds, there's no question about that. Paul Spadafora walking by, and you can see the look on his face. I don't think he feels, and we're going to talk, we will talk to him one way or the other. We're going to talk to both fighters after this. I'm not sure he feels spectacular about this effort, but I think he also knows he probably did enough to win, and that's the most important.
Well, one of the things that Tim Witherspoon said in the corner of Dennis Holbaek was, you have to beat the champion up, maybe even knock him down, especially in his backyard. And while Holbaek provided a sturdy performance, I'm not so sure you could say that he did, in fact, beat the champion up.
That's a very good adjective to use. It was a sturdy performance. That's exactly what it was. It was enough to keep him there, show flashes of excellence. Maybe excellence is too strong a word, but flashes of good ability by Holbaek, and keep him in the fight. But that's all it was able to do, especially when Spadafora started to do the things that he is capable of. Did Paul Spadafora make enough of a statement to say to the world, boy, darn it, get me in there against Luis Castillo or Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the next fight? I don't know, but you know what? The next fight, he could perform better than this one, so.
Spadafora, you just saw a little shake of the head there. He's not necessarily convinced it was one of his better performances, but is it enough to get him the victory? Let's send it in now to ring announcer Pedro Fernandez for the official particulars.
Boxing fans, after 12 rounds, can I get a big round of applause for both our champions? After 12 rounds, we go to the official scorecard. Judge Larry Doggett scores about 117-111. Judge Deborah Barr scores about 118-110. And Judge Gary Wolf scores about 117-111 for the new and unified IBF and IBC Lightweight Champion of the world, the Iron City